Runner boy, you still with us? Baby? My wife moderating? Ooh, better turn the sound off. Hold on here. There we go. We're gonna have mic carry over. Don't bent my broom. We have a broom chucks. Remember that movie with Weird Al, UHF? Where's my mop? Runner Boy, how have you been doing? I'll give a shout out to Runner Boy. I'm going to check your channel out. I have not been making my rounds lately. Come on, Bessie. She's a slowpoke. Nice. Okay. I'm just catching up on your stuff here. Nice. Awesome. Looks like you're doing really well. How have your live streams been doing? Stop the cap. Beast. I like the name. Yeah, Runner Boy, 200 kilograms. God, you make me do math, though. I gotta do my 200, my kilograms to pounds calculator. Bad Boy, what's up? Don't spam, Bad Boy. You're gonna get put on timeout. I lost so much weight when I climbed Kilimanjaro. Did you really climb Kilimanjaro? Alright. I warned you. 250 pounds legit bench for 20 reps. 250 pounds for 20 reps is NFL combine numbers. Yeah, Michael, that's an awesome bench. I don't. Before I had my bicep surgery in March, I think I was benching 410 pounds, and I don't think I could do more than 23 or 24 reps. And you're about my weight. That's really good. 20 reps is awesome. You really did. You really climbed Mount Kilimanjaro. That's awesome. Smart Gamer, what's up? Oh, did I see Smart Gamer? Let me see here. Let's see. Roy has his message deleted, but I'm going to read it just to see what profound wisdom. Oh, lame. We don't mind trolls, but you guys have to be clever. So you got a guy with like 30 alts, probably. But as fast as you can spam me, my mods will just block you. So I'm not going to bother. You know, you would think if you have that many alt accounts, you would have better trolling. What are you doing with your life, man? Come on now. You really climbed Mount Kilimanjaro. That is impressive. That is impressive. I don't know what to say. My wife and I are both into rock climbing. Her more than me, for sure. I mean, I had to do it as a Marine, but I enjoy it. But she's really good at it. She's got everything. She's got, like, you know, those funny boots you wear and all the gear, the cams and all that. You're a smart man. Thank you for being on here. Michael Anderson. Well, I appreciate you saying that, but I don't have evidence to the contrary. I don't have evidence to support that. I have plenty of evidence to the contrary. I was definitely the most unfit in the group for it since I had very little experience. Yeah, but I mean, think about that. You got to do something that most people will. I mean, just to go there, just to go see Mount Kilimanjaro is a lifetime pilgrimage for some people. That's awesome. That is really awesome. Let's see the one thing I saw that I got to see the city of Petra in Jordan. Mountains. Let's see. We got plenty of mountains here. I've always been to Mount St. Helens. I've been all over the Rockies. What of note in America? Where? Well, I got my back injury at Devil's Head. I would. That's nothing compared to Kilimanjaro, though. The highest mountain I've been on here in the U.S. would be. What's that? Not what's babe? What's the peak at Big Bear? Up there by between Big Bear and Summit. The elevation's like 14,000 feet. Costs a couple paychecks. Yeah, absolutely. I mean, that's worth a lot more than a couple paychecks, brother. That's just cool. Yeah, I've been on some. I've been up in the mountains, but not like that. And we never climbed to the summit of anything. We did a lot of like hiking and camping. We went. Oh, we did climb. My wife, me, and her Saint Bernard went up to the top of Mount Charleston. We climbed that one, and up there's a waterfall that's got glacial spring water. That was pretty bitchin'. That was a bit of a kike. But even then, that's nothing like Hill. That's nothing like what you guys did. What was the steepest grade you had to traverse? All right, let me get this light on here. Let's get this show. I don't have a whole lot of time to be on today, so I'm going to try to do a quick one. I'm not going to do my entire stretching routine. Oh man, I'll tell you what, my knees hurt until I get warmed up. Running over 20K a week. Uh, if I was on trend, I'd be a lot bigger. Like, when people ask me if I'm on trend, it just tells me they don't know about anything about steroids. Whew. So inflexible. I could do the splits in both directions. Uh, let's see about you there, Mr. Grail. Let's take a look at your channel. Your mom used to be able to do the splits, but she's pretty stiff these days. Ooh, glass blowing. You smoke meth? Actually, that's pretty cool. I like it. All right. What do you think about the CEO of Oracle being 80 years old? I don't know anything about it. Where's Bob? I called him yesterday. And that's the first time I've talked to him in a while. Oh, yeah. I need to hurt a little bit today. He's kind of right, though, because I am unflexible until I'm warmed up. That's getting old for you. Like, if you were to attack me and I was asleep and I had to hop out of the bed, I'd probably wind up in the hospital. That's why I do all this stuff. Six, 13, 14, 15. Whew. Whew. We don't have very funny trolls tonight. It's kind of bummer. You sound like the negative of dickhead. Like, that's retarded. That's not funny. What do I do with that? I sound like the negative of dickhead. What does the positive of dickhead sound like? You? Like, I don't know. I don't know what that means. Oh, Smart Gamer, what's up, man? Thank you. Well, you're not trying to be funny, but you're not insulting either, so you're kind of failing on both counts. So to be insulting, you have to say something that I would take offense to. When I read that, I just think you're a moron. You know what I mean? You say go cry, and it's like, I know you are, but what am I? What are you, like 12? Do better, brother. We have a higher expectation of trolls on my channel. Did you see my Christianity message? I did not. Like, go cry. Nobody in the chat thinks you won anything. Trust me. I mean, like, I am a dickhead, so what does that even mean? So the CEO of Oracle is 80, and it blew up on who was because of he overpassed Elon. Oh, I guess. I can't pronounce that, but how you doing? Let me check this Tony Lasagna guy out here. I'm gonna see what he's probably like 14. He's either 14 or he's got an IQ under 80. Your discourse skills are not impressive, sir. Come on, baby, load. Oof, okay. Yeah, he's both. He's young and retarded. Okay, well, you're doing the best you can. We'll pull for you, brother. We'll keep we'll root for you. Arturo, let's see, Frog. Hey, Frog Legs. What's up, brother? Or sister, or whatever you are. How you doing? You look like you put lipstick on your forehead to make up your mind. This is for morning pictures here. You get the obligatory ha 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 ha. Can you explain how we know Jesus is a higher power? Why do you do this to my streams? I'm just trying to work out, man. Read the first 4 chapters of the New Testament and get back to me. There's a reason why you have to do all 4 of them. No, you're okay. You don't have to apologize. It's kind of one of those, like, that's a pretty deep conversation. I mean, can you explain how we know Jesus has a higher power? I mean, how we know? I don't, faith, you know? I mean, there's more to it than that, but... about to try to roast me. Oh, no, I've already forgotten about you, Tony. I don't really have much to say. I mean, you want me to roast you? Stop apologizing, Mixed. You didn't do anything wrong. Knucklehead. Thank you. Tony Lasagna called me old, as if I have control over that. Am I supposed to be offended? I mean, I guarantee you, when you get to my age, you're not going to look like this. I know, because I can tell. I can look at you and be like, nah. Somebody, young kid's like, I want to be like you when I get your age. I'm like, you ain't like me now, motherfucker. No, I'm kidding, guys. I'm not that egotistical. Talk about tearing muscle if that ever happened. Yeah, I had surgery. My bicep tore right off of the bone. I blew out my shoulder, blew out my knee, broke my back, fractured my L5. It's not the same as a broken back, but everything hurts today, baby. Phew. Whew, Middle East Beast is back. Let's see here. That's a really long run-off sentence coming from a guy who has the physique of a 14-year-old girl. An American 14-year-old. Frank Golesipis Pizziera. Tell Google to stop waging war against me when I use there's a sight as a weapon. You're gonna tear your ballsack just like last time. So Middle East repeated the same lame joke twice because he didn't get the attention the first time. Because it wasn't funny the first time. Do not hurt self. Okay, thank you. I was totally gonna do that until you said that. Barney T. Cummins. I have a suit that looks like your mom. Middle East Beast has less chest development than a teacup Yorkie. I make jokes to make myself laugh. Well, if you made them just for you, you wouldn't waste them on my stream. I would say work on it a little and see if you can get other people to laugh before you inflict yourself on the public. No, it's all good. Nathan, thank you, brother. What version of the Bible? I got King James. I got the NIV. I have what's that other one? I got 3 different ones. Yeah, unless you got one that was made in like the 1800s, they're pretty much all altered. But it's generally considered that the King James is the most accurate, and that one's obviously been altered too. Frog, yeah. Tight. The Dead Sea Scrolls. I don't really want to get into a Bible history discussion. I like turtles. You the tough guy. Yeah. See what you look like when you get to my age, asshole. Yeah. I'm not good at anything I do, to be honest with you. Is Jude the tough guy an alt account for Jude? Let's see. Or, yeah, it's just an alt account. So which loser are you? September 21, 2025. You know what? Honestly, hey, when you guys see alt accounts, just get rid of them. If they can't chat in their own accounts, I don't really want to talk to them. So I'm just gonna block Jude. Bam. Am I a fighter? I don't know if I go that far. I think I do pretty good for my age. I would say if I can get him in the first 60 seconds, I would probably whip his ass. But does I the Tiger pub you up? Hell yeah, man! That's Gen X's theme song. I am the Tiger. Just gonna do some warm ups. Wow, I'm out of breath already. Yeah, I'm definitely doing better mix. I didn't really train for 3 months. Microdons, thanks. Definitely love anime. Rips. Why'd you retract your message, Rips? Come on now. Where'd you go? You whip my ass right now. My cardio is awful. He's got a picture of a cat. He's been a member since March. Probably an alt account. If you guys see these accounts and they leave shitty comments, and they were made like in the last week, just delete them. They're alt accounts. James Dillon. Hell yeah. Song of Solomon. Hell yeah. Solomon was a pimp. I can't throw hooks on my right because I had surgery on my bicep and I have not been cleared. It hit a lot of shock. But we do my left. It was raining. The sun's out now. Steven, what's up? Makes you bearded survival. Well, it's not. He just doesn't want me for a runner boy. He doesn't want me putting any shock on the bicep. I can load it, so I can do curls and pull-ups, but he doesn't want me to shock load it. So, you know, when you're doing crosses, you're just coming straight through. But I love, one of my favorite combos is my left. You just come in like, usually start with the teeth or something, block, and then I mean, I'm tempted to throw it. No, you're not ruining the vibe mix. No, I'll keep moving. Let's do some. I'll practice some. So, for context, 51. Just getting back into training. I'm trying to condition myself a little so I don't look like a total ass when I go back to the gym. I train at this gym right here. One Kicks. It's the USMTA headquarters here in Vegas. See, that's slow as fuck right there. But I'll speed that up. I moved, goddammit! My bones is like aching. Back kick? So I'm rusty as hell, so I do like, when I do my switch, I like the side kick. But the back one, I don't seem to have the rotation right. I'm up here. I want to be down here. So chair. Go. Yeah, feel right. The power's there, but I'm not lined up right. Do they allow kicking outside the knee? They do. It's your responsibility to block. But I don't really like kicking knees unless you're, I mean, it's kind of an unwritten rule. We're not trying to cripple each other, but if you do keep presenting an easy target, there's ways. I mean, if you check properly, you don't really have to worry about it. I love cross checks. So you got, because I tend to fight with like more of a boxing stance. So you got your checks, right? And if the guy's gonna keep hitting me, I might come across and put my shin into him. Bam! And then where I'm chambered right here, and he's gonna jump back because it hurts like hell. When you're sparring, you have pads on, but I love cross checks. Like, that's a good one where You're already chambered and you just boom. This guy is gay as hell. Only for you, Ricardo. What would be wrong with that, Ricardo? You got something against gay people? We gotta report you for hate crime? David Bluestone, do you recommend Anavar? No! I didn't go on until I was 46 years old. Go if you're low testosterone, go to a doctor, then yeah, I mean, Anavar's probably fine. Your nipples are showing. And normally I charge for that, but today's for free. Bet I wouldn't do a few rounds with him. Yeah, nobody ever takes me up on it. I always say, like, this gym's in Vegas. Everybody takes vacations in Vegas. Standing offer. You show up, one kicks off the Sunset, and Sunset and Pecos. We'll get in the ring. We'll put pads on. I'll give you the first round. I'll just play defense. And if you can make it around before you gas out, most people way overestimate their ability to fight. And it doesn't even matter if I'm that good or not. The simple fact is, most men throw like these wild haymakers in aggression. And what I lack in fighting skill, I wake up in ability to just kind of stand there and, oop, you missed me. Ooh, slipped you. Ooh. Oh, you almost got me. And then after you go, start going, I'm like, here we go. Yeah, baby. About to get your ass beat like an old man. Old man in treachery. Never trust a guy over 50 that says, I'll give you the first round. What do you think we're trying to do? And I'm going to be calling you names the whole time, too. Be like, yeah, you were talking shit on YouTube. What's up, brother? I'm going to let you hit me, too. I'm like, oh, that almost hurt. Ooh, almost got me. Ooh, didn't see that haymaker coming, and you started from way back here. You know how got most guys, like, they do that thing where they puff up. They're like, what you talking to me, bro? That guy doesn't want to fight. He just doesn't want to look bad in front of his friends. That guy is the least terrifying person in the room. The guy who's scary is the one who's quiet and sitting there minding his own business. Since the work situation, better. I mean, think about it. So, I have this mark. That's your calf, thigh, solar plexus, nutsack. Oh, that's the solar plexus, nutsack, throat. And I'm 210 pounds. I can squat 3 times my body weight. That bag weighs 160, 170. And like, that's about where your knee is, right? But like, what do you think that's going to do to somebody? I mean, I know how hard I hit. I spar twice a week. Oh, Chucky's another. He's a alt, so get rid of him. We're getting rid of all the alt. If you can't show up as yourself, I don't want to talk to you. Let me just make sure. Let me check his channel. Alt accounts are getting blocked. You're gonna talk shit. You gotta be you. You gotta show up as yourself. And you can still say the same dumb shit. You know, you weren't really offensive before. Yeah, he's out. Bye-bye. See ya. Chuck E. Cheese live. Hide user. Bye-bye. I just want to get rid of all the alts, because it's kind of annoying. These guys have like 3 or 4 accounts, and that's not what they say is offensive. It's actually the opposite. They're so unfunny that it's actually kind of annoying. Do you have an attack bike? No, I ride a 1-speed. Is it 26 or 24? It's a 24-inch free agent racing bike. Single gear. Honestly, I think the best exercise you can do for fighting is squats. Heavy ass squats. So your third Koof booster. I don't mind the trolls. That's fine. I love trolls. But these guys have like 3 or 4 accounts, and they're just kind of like, they're just not funny. You know, yeah, it's kind of annoying if that makes sense. I want trolls that make us laugh, or at least be really offensive. You're not even big. Yeah, your mom doesn't like bigger boys. I try to keep slim for her. She's getting pretty big though. I tell her to lay off those bonbons. Buy me and you the Sepher. Uh, Breathe squats or king conditioning. Are you natty? I'm about as natty as a Nature Valley granola bar. Fuck no, I'm 51 years old. Chuck Norris, do you really want this? Do I really want what? 3 turtles. Oh. I'm 51 slow roller. Yeah. TRT. Oh, a little more than TRT, CM. Do you train jiu-jitsu? No, I used to roll, like we did McMaps in the Marine Corps. And, I just don't like it. I heard he likes Peter. He's a homosexual. Who's Peter? And even if I was a homosexual, Eric, what business of it is of yours? What do you got a problem with homosexuals, buddy? Do I have to report you to YouTube? How's your blood pressure? My standing blood pressure is 120 over 70. Right now it's probably like, I don't know, 130, 140 over 80. Squats can boost stamina. Squats are the broccoli of exercise. I mean, so you want to do heavy ass squats and really get your legs as powerful as you can. And it obviously not the only exercise you do. It's not going to really do cardio for you, but it's just one of those movements that it just benefits every sport. I can't think of a single sport that squats won't improve. Look at his gay earring, Eric. I've got 4 of them. Actually, I got more. I could put more in. I got more earrings than a shower curtain. What's your problem with earrings, Eric? Eric, you think you're talking to somebody besides me and nobody cares? Like, do you think that my subscribers give a fuck about my earrings? And I put them in. I'm aware I'm wearing them. I've dressed myself. And I wish, it would be funny. I wish I was gay. So, just so you and me could do some sparring. That way you could say you got your ass beat by a fairy. So jiu-jitsu is, I mean, it's legitimate. It's probably one of the best martial arts a person could take. I just don't like it. I don't want to roll around with another dude. You know, it's just like, I like boxing. I like striking sports. I've been seeing a lot of heel rated for alignment. Heel raise squats. Yeah, so raising your heel is great if you have knee or ankle mobility, and it also helps you sit back into the squat better, which is why you have heels on squat shoes. How many push-ups can you do? All of them. Same here, 50 and running strong. Hell yeah, man. I hope you stick around. Your third coof booster. What's the strangest item you've shoved into your ass? Your mom's got a collection of dildos, and one of them is a big black one that she uses to break concrete up with. And I'll tell you what, I had some fun with that bad boy. Yeah. That's where my pops and brothers went. Oh, no, I didn't go to San Diego. I went to Paris Island. Yeah, is that why your mom has chipped teeth? Just huffing on that bad boy? If she was a hobbit, she'd be Dildo Gaggins. There's a dad joke for you. I'll do one more round here, and then I'm gonna get off. I'm mostly just trying to get a little conditioning in. I wasn't trying to do anything crazy. I'm tired. Thanks, Jessica. I'm out of shape. I need more cardio. Ooh. Thanks, Trix. I'll get it back. Yeah, I just started training seriously about 3 days ago, a week ago. I've seen both. One of my friends is a bare knuckle boxer. His name is Travis. What is his last name? Travis Bartlett. And I served with a bunch of Native Americans, and I do Muay Thai, so our stance is a little different than boxing. So for boxing, you know what I mean? Come to the center line. But Muay Thai is more, you just want to be able to take checks. So your punches are going to be a little more up here because you want to be able to throw kicks. So if I'm down here as like a boxer, this is going bye-bye, and the second I slip, I'm getting kneed in the face. So you want to be way more upright. It's kind of like when you switch, bam. So like boxing, I think I'm more like a peekaboo style. I can do like switch it over here, like and I'll have my shoes on too. I'm also way more pronounced with like my cross. And I love doing uppercuts. Muay Thai, you gotta be upright. You gotta jab in your feet. You're gonna block with your legs. And you're gonna clinch. You clinch, you're like wrestling. I got my arms behind his head, and he's trying to work his arms in between them, and we're wrestling back and forth. I'm pulling his arm, pulling him down, trying to knee him. You don't do that in boxing. No, I'm 51, Rick. Yeah, the first couple times you get kicked in the leg, because I was training boxing for a year under Paul Mayorkeen. He was one of Freddie Roach's guys here in Vegas. My daughter is really good. When I started doing kickboxing again, I noticed I'd picked that bad habit up, and they were just beating the fuck out of my leg. I was getting calf kicked to shit. Yeah. Matt Damon. 51. Wrestling match? No, this is a garage match. Fun ones you could buy anywhere. Steve, if you want some help, hit me up on Instagram. If you go to my page, I got an Instagram, and we could talk about it. Maybe we can help you out with that. Think about a spinning hook to the leg for a leg kick. I mean, you could do anything you want if your opponent opens them up to it and you're good enough to pull it off. Here's what I would say. If you want to do some crazy kicks, because I used to do taekwondo, which is where I got a lot of my kicks from, you could spar with somebody and tell him, hey, I want to work on this, and he'll give you resistance and let you work on it, and then you can see it'll be viable. You guys can speed up and go a little harder. Are you still taking PEDs? Yeah, actually, I just started studying. I'm serious, Steve. Serious. I mean, like I see that, and it's like, well, give me some context, man. Let's see what we can do for you. Because I lost the use of my leg. I was in traction for a few months, and I went from that to squatting over 600 pounds for reps. But it took a while. Are you breathing like that? Because I'm old and I've been training. How long have you been on my stream for, Sonny? Why are you breathing like that? I don't know. Because your mom just left. I gave her the business. You know what I mean? What did I take to recover? The only thing we took was peptides, BPC 157 and TB 500. How to get back into shape fast? I mean, shape. What's shape? Are you juicing? I mean, I'm a 51-year-old man. If you want to call being on testosterone and DHB juicing, I guess so. So I got my squat rack over there, and then over here I got a Smith machine. And so we got it all. I'm primarily a power lifter. Do you still fight? I haven't since I had bicep surgery, so I'm just trying to get back into shape so I can start training at the gym again. We were sparring twice a week, and yes and no. I haven't. There's like a Masters League, and I'll be fighting in that. But I got to get back into shape. Like I'm super rusty. I took like 3 months off. What do you do for work in construction? Well, I was a master carpenter for a long time, and then I became a steel worker. Did that for 13 years, and then I became a superintendent, and then I became a safety manager. And recently, I've been out of work for about a month. I really don't want to go back either. I'll be honest with you, but I'm probably gonna have to. Is that punching bag homemade? How the fuck would I make that? Thanks, Tim. I appreciate it. Muay Thai. I know the camera's backwards, but if you can see, it's one kicks. It's Nick Blomgren. He was a K1. Back when K1 was cool, he was a K1 champion, and he's got a couple belts in jiu-jitsu. I don't like rolling, so I just do the Muay Thai. We got a couple of UFC fighters. We got a couple of K1 guys. It's pretty good gym. You could be totally beginner. You've never thrown a punch in your life and go in there, and it's really family friendly. Semper Fi, hell yeah. What's up, Chico? Uh, Matt's going to say the same thing over and over again. Are you on TRT or other drugs? Well, like meth or heroin? If you want to find out between me or you, who would be better? Chuck Norris. I think Chuck's either a bot or an alt. Let me see how long you've been on YouTube, Chuck. Go to channel. I'm getting rid of all the alt accounts. I don't care if you're trolling. If you're a real channel, then it's cool. April 13th, 2023. So, probably an alt account, but he's only got 2 subscribers. Are you winning at life there, Chucky? Glock Jiu-Jitsu. Yeah, see, that's the funny thing is, like, because I train Muay Thai, people think, like I start fights in public, and then, like, what about self-defense? I'm like, motherfucker, I got a 45. You know what I mean? Like, first of all, I'm not going to get an assault charge put on me because I'm a grown man and I don't solve my problems with violence. And just because I participate in a sport doesn't mean, like, I'm out there trying to prove my manhood. You fucking retard. Like, what was your favorite thing to do in construction? Get off work. Any advice for trying to get into the UFC? Find a good gym, like a legitimate one. Does life have a purpose these days? Well, say you're not religious, they're crazy. Let's say you're an existentialist. And, you know, you have to find meaning in the absurdity of life. USMC 0311, Haywood Pittman, Semper Fi, brother. What do you do nowadays? Well, nobody that works construction for over 20 years that takes a month off says he's not in construction. Probably go back to construction, but I'm just telling you, I'm 51 and I don't want to do it anymore. I no longer find joy in the process. I'm good at it, though. Yeah, dude, I do everything I can to avoid fighting. Like, I'm the guy, if anything, I will talk you down, and I don't care if I look bad. Like, people are like, you're going to let that guy talk to you like that? I'm like, yeah, I don't know him. Like, you don't pay my bills. Like, why? You know? And then there's always the chance that you're going to run into somebody who will legitimately whip your ass. Generally speaking, I do everything I possibly can to avoid violence. But, if you want to talk shit, like I said, I got an open offer to come down to the gym and we'll put pads on and get in the ring. Go a couple rounds. The arms do it okay. I've been doing pull-ups. I did deadlifts. I did a 480 on the trap bar for a set of 3. Floor covering installer. Nice. Yeah, I was a carpenter. Like, for the longest time, I installed staircases, and my magnum opus is a bend and twist, or is a freestanding twisted staircase, which was $100,000. We did a lot of, like, custom bars and wainscoting and bend twisted staircases, that kind of thing. Then the housing market crashed, so I became a United Steelworker, and I was working in mining and chemical plants. Became a control room operator. And then I worked my way into the engineering department. Went back to school. And then I was working at the rare earth mine in California, Molycorp, and that was bitching. But then they went bankrupt, so I went back to construction, but I became a superintendent. Worked for a couple of general contractors, a couple of the big ones. And then safety superintendent. I became a safety manager, and I did that for, how many years, babe? 10 years? And then my last job, I was running all the jobs in Vegas for Southwest Steel, so I was the area manager. And that ended, and I don't know, man. I just don't want to go back to work. Like, I got a bunch of job offers, and I know I'm going to have to. But it's been nice not having to get up at 2 in the morning and fight traffic every day, you know? You know the grind. We all got to do it. All right, guys, I'm gonna get the fuck out of here. I love you all. Thanks for hanging out with me. For those of you who were trolling me, it was kind of an F plus day, maybe D minus, F plus. I couldn't find it. I couldn't laugh at any of them. My challenge to those who are gonna troll me is I want to laugh. I don't care if you make fun of me, but make me laugh. If you can't make me laugh, you suck a troll. What are you doing with your life? All right, guys. I'll probably get on tomorrow. I'm gonna train legs. I love you all, and I'll see you on the battlefield.